Just object to the trade.
Okay.
So I want more for the trade, Steve.
Steve, I gotta have more for my trade. Absolutely gotta have more.
I understand, Zach. The fact that you say that means you're a perfectly normal human being, okay? Everybody says the same thing. I'm with you, not a problem. Other than the trade, though, everything else works fine, nothing else stops you from taking the truck home today, correct?
Yeah, first glance, yeah.
Okay. My first response, every time to any objection, whether it comes from a customer, my wife, my kids, my friends, anybody, is, I understand, not a problem. Okay? It's called agreement. I don't want a head buddy. What do you mean? Where did you get, why do you think it's worth more? That's typical, okay? What makes you think it's worth more than 22.5, Zach? Agree with them. Hey, everybody says the same thing. Second is, I want to try to isolate the objection. Look, I don't want to handle any more objections than I have to. So if I say, so if we fix the Trades Act, it's nothing else is a problem, everything else works out fine, you take the truck home today, correct?
From what I see, absolutely.
Because what's Zach think I'm going to do now?
Cave.
Cave. I'm not going to. I'm going to say, all right, I tell you what, Zach, I'm going to do something that most people wouldn't dream of doing. There's not another dealership in Ashland that would make this deal with you. I'm going to bring in another bidder, okay? I'm going to have somebody else bid on your truck. And the people that are going to bid on it will write you a check for it, and they are bigger than all the stores in Ashland combined. One of three things will happen. They'll either offer you so much more for the truck that we can't touch it. I'll tell you where to go and how to get the check for the truck. Number two, they'll offer you a little bit more, and because we want your truck, we're going to have to step up our game, and we'll have to give you more. Or number three, they will offer you an amount equal to what we've offered you, or less, and you'll know that our offer is fair. Is that cool?
Absolutely.
Now, what am I going to do?
Send your car out.
No. Send them where they're going to be 16% gross instead of
I knew he
5.
would say that. I knew he would say that, yeah.
No, I'm not going to send them to Carmex. What am I going to do? I am going to bring in a legitimate bidder on
AutoTrader,
this
Tim.
vehicle. I am going to go right to AutoTrader. I am going to punch in the data. I've done this hundreds of times. Once, it came out $300 or $400 higher than what we were offering, and we were holding back we were holding back $1,500.
Yeah.
So I went and got them another $300, and off they went. A Subaru lady the other day, I went through this. She wanted it was a Toyota Camry. We were offering 11. She wanted 14. I went through this. AutoTrader offered her $7,800, and she looked at me dead serious. She
I'll
goes,
take the 11.
she went, "You're not going to lower your bid on our car, are you?" I said, "No, man, we're not going to do that." Do your people use that?
We can sign back up with it like that.
No. You don't have to sign back up for shit. You don't need to be
Well,
signed.
yeah, you can just go generic. On the site, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I do. I mean,
Well, it's more human anyways, what they see.
yeah, so let's just go. Because AutoTrader will buy the car. You just have to figure out where the local.
The Tim dealer is, yeah.
Yeah,
Take it to any local
take it to
Tim
Tim
dealer,
dealer.
print it out.
Yep. And it takes about it takes me about 7 minutes. I'm good at it. Okay, it takes a while because when AutoTrader is going to buy a car, well, let's back up. Do customers ever come in wanting what KBB's offered them for the car?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You know KBB will buy that vehicle. You know that. No, you don't know that. Okay, KBB will buy the vehicle because who owns KBB?
The same company that owns AutoTrader.
AutoTrader.
Yeah.
Cox Communications, right? In fact, right down below, I did this with my 12 Honda. KBB said I should go into a dealer and demand $19,868 because that's average trade-in for my vehicle. Okay? I went to KBB, punched it all in, $19,868. Right below that number is a button that says, "Get your instant cash offer." And I point out to a customer that KBB asks me 6 questions. Year, make, model, trim, miles, and 4-wheel drive or 2-wheel drive. 6 questions, and they come up with $19,868. Does KBB know what my truck's worth? What's KBB's business model? How do they make their money?
Advertisement.
Advertising, which means they want to drive people to their site. The more people that go to their site, the more advertising revenues they generate. So if you were going to put up a site that told people what their cars were worth, and your business model was to get them to come to your site so they can click on your advertisements, would you be tending to offer more money or less money?
Always more.
Always more money. But KBB will buy the car because KBB is son of AutoTrader as of October 12th, 2011 or 2012, I forget now, but they bought it. So click on the button where it says get your instant cash offer. They've asked you 6 questions and came up with 19 grand. Now they're about to ask a whole lot more questions, starting with the color. And I tell the customer, you don't want to know why they want to know the color, Zach?
Sales rates.
Because they're going to
Demand.
buy it now, and it makes a difference. KBB didn't ask you the color, okay? They want to know now. And then it opens up. Do you own the title free and clear, Percy?
No.
Okay? Why does AutoTrader ask if Percy owns the title free and clear? What difference does it make?
Gotta pay to get it.
Who they're writing the check to.
They need a free and clear title.
Isn't there more work involved with?
If
Yeah.
he owns the title free and clear, I can give him a check and sell it to Zach in 5 minutes later. If he doesn't, I gotta send a check to Honda Finance, wait for that check to clear, wait for the title to get the lien removed, and have the title come back. Money's tied up. A free and clear titled car is worth more than one that has a lien on it. How many consumers do you think know that?
0.
0. I didn't know it until about 5 years ago. And it goes through all questions. By the way, you know what the amount of the check was going to be that AutoTrader would write me for my $19,868 Honda?
16.8.
17.
13.6, because it had been hit, so I had to put that in there. It had been repaired, but it had been hit. Okay? $6,000 less than KBB said it was worth. But the customer doesn't know this. We can't fault them for not knowing it. It's not their business. They buy a car once every 3 years. We do this shit every single day. It's up to us to know it. But nobody teaches it. I don't get it. That trade and marketplace is killer. Because I had 2 attorneys the other day waiting with bated breath, staring at the computer screen, waiting for the instant offer to come. Oh, shit. See? Ours is fair. Need you to okay it right here.
Absolutely.
I mean, it's when you get good at this stuff, this job becomes way more fun. Way more fun. Because you're making more money, and B, you're actually educating people. Good salespeople today versus 1978 or 79, I didn't have to educate anybody. Nobody knew anything. I didn't know what the invoice on a car was until I got promoted to finance and insurance, because then we talked to bankers on the phone. The bankers did not know what the invoices on the cars were, and they had to know how much money to advance. Nobody knew what the invoice on a car was. Have things changed?
Everybody.
Yeah, everybody. In third grade. So, Susie, what happens when you want to buy a car in a few years is here's where you go, and you click, 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 and you'll know how to screw the car dealer. You don't want to teach that in 3rd grade. I was kidding.
That's 5th. Yeah.
It's 5th grade. Okay.
They do it collegiate.
I want when Zach says I want more for my trade, or Zach says that I want a better price, or Zach says, gee, that payment's a little bit high, I want you just to go, hey, not a problem, I understand. Other than everything else is cool though, right? He'll go, yes. And all you're going to do is say, look, could you go find the same car somewhere else? Sure, Zach. Look, I know you can do that. You know what? They might even give you some more for the trade. That's not out of the realm of possibility. Or they might give you a little bit better price. I know that can happen. But here's how confident we are. Remember what I said. Anywhere else, you don't get this. And by the way, it might take you 1, 2, 3, or 4 visits to find a better deal than ours. Now, if you want to spend 8 or 10 more hours with a car salesman, my gosh, there'd be something wrong with you. I don't think you do, but I do know that you want a good deal. Let's go over here. Remember, nowhere else is going to give you a chance to bring it back. But that doesn't really give you any more for your trade. If someone would give you more for the trade, Zach, that means they're giving you a better price. And if someone gives you a better price on the same vehicle with the same benefits, what do I have to do?
Pay me the difference.
Cut you a check. I need your okay right here. And if he balks a little bit, I'll go right up here and talk about state inspections, loaner vehicles, and the powertrain warranty. And if he doesn't hook then, I'll go somewhere else. I'll go to another place. I don't want to go back to Sherry, or I don't want to go back to Dustin until I've done all I know how to do to justify my price. Because whether he's buying or not, I'm raising his thinking. Meaning I can give him less, maybe another $250 for the trade, makes him a winner. There are situations, and I run into them a lot, where I know I've got the customer completely sold. I mean, they run out of shit to say to me. But I also know, and I don't miss it often, but I do, I also know when I gotta give somebody a victory too. I mean, look, they ain't gonna buy unless they feel like they've beaten me. I'll go, hold on. Let me see if we'll increase our risk here. Now, what do I mean by that?
Put more in the trade.
Because when you put money in a trade, isn't there risk involved?
Sure.
I mean, has anybody, Sherry, Jeff, have you ever missed a trade a little bit? Yeah, so there is risk. Might there be something internally wrong with that vehicle that we missed? We take a risk every time we buy a customer's car. Now, is our intention to turn it either for a wholesale profit or a retail profit? Sure, that's our intention, but it doesn't happen every time. You think the customers think we're going to buy their car and make $7,000 in profit on it? That's what they think.
Tell us that all the time.
Absolutely. My friends, and I've probably mentioned this yet, my friends, I mean, I've tried to explain it to them. I mean, I play a lot of golf at this country club. There's 2 car dealers that are members there. They're dealers, I'm a car salesman, they think we all are trying to screw everybody, even though we're all buddies. Richard, how much you make when you sell a car? About $1,500. I said, in gross profit on the whole? No, your commission check. Oh, I said, yeah. I said, if I made $1,500, I wouldn't belong to this piece of shit club. What are you talking about?
Why would you join a club and take in somebody like you?
Yeah, exactly. All right, so, Dustin, jump up here.
Hey, Mr. Cochran,